More about making plans for the new year, I have with me Mr. Temitope Ajayi, with more than a decade experience. You're welcome to Panorama.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've heard that report. Now, is there any need to make plans for, New Year these days?
Well, it depends on the individual. There are people that wants to take life on the go, flow along with what is happening, but it is more beneficial to have set targets or goals as you go into the new year. Just like every company or institution like to plan ahead, you can set goals for yourself, take decisions, look back, reflection on what has been, where I have succeeded, where you have failed. Okay, going to the new year, what do I want to achieve? So there's always need to plan ahead.
Okay, now some people shy away from talking about, making plans, especially when a word like New Year resolution, is mentioned. Why do people shy away from it?
It depends again on the individual, but basically it could be as a result of fear of failure. Society, upholding you to what you have said, trying to make you accountable. So many people don't want to be held accountable. We are not perfect. So the fear of perfectionism can drive people away from, making plans.
And I've had instances where people make resolutions, and before the middle of that January, it's as if, nothing happened. What do you think is responsible for that?
Really, there is nothing wrong with that. It's just when you are making plans, you have alternatives.
Okay.
When you are making, you must be flexible. You make plans, okay, I want to be in this place by March. And if by February something else happens, that is greater than that, I can give myself as an example. There was a time I set a target to get my master's within such a period. I already commenced the PA program at Lagos State University. And Premier League came and British Council that they wanted to give me a 3-year course. I dumped that one.
I went for the
course. It was free of charge.
Okay. So it depends on the situation, the circumstances at that particular time. Now, how can we mitigate social pressures to fit in, when making plans for the new year?
Yeah, you need to be self-aware. You need to understand yourself. You need to set certain targets for yourself. And you need to be assertive. This is what I want to achieve. Okay, why am I going into it? What is my reason? What is my motivation? If it is to impress somebody, the society effect will affect you. But if you are determined as a person, I want to achieve a goal. Let me give you my target for next year. I don't want to compete. There is a lady, Ezioma, that read 150 books in a year. I plan to read 40 books this next year. I'm not reading 150.
That's a far cry from 150.
I'm not reading 150. If I don't get up to 150, if I can read one book in a month and I've read 12, I will have achieved my aim. Just to improve myself. All
right, now, you talked about flexibility. All right, flexibility is very essential in making plans. How can we, make our plans very flexible?
Yes, you can do that like one of the people interviewed said, by SMART goals. Yes, your goals be specific. Let it be measurable. Let it be achievable. Let it be realistic. Let it be time bound. So that even if there is any need to veer off from what you have planned, you already have an alternative. So you can be flexible and you don't put the pressure of perfection on yourself.
Okay, and one last sentence, just enlighten Nigerians about the importance of discipline and progress, while tracking as they plan for the new year.
Yes, discipline is an important factor in plans, whether for new year, as a company or as an individual. When you are disciplined, you will achieve your goals. You'll be able to keep the time to your plans, and you'll be able to forge on even when there are distractions, because there will always be distractions, putting you away from what you are.
Okay, a lot of people this 2024 were actually talking about, economic situation. Do you see it affecting plans this year?
If your plans are realistic,
okay, it will not affect
you plan your goals within your resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Temitokbe Ajayi, for your thoughts on, New Year resolutions or making plans for the new year.
Thank you.
It's now time for us to take sports, and Olumide Guntola will give that to us.
We begin